Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Walkstarz and I'm back with another behind the scenes video. Having a website to showcase your work might seem like an archaic idea. Most folks will probably just keep their socials and maybe make a YouTube channel. But with a proper website made on a professional platform, potential clients can see your best work and get in touch with you for future projects. If you like what I'm doing here, feel free to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know about your potential website down in the comments below. Today, I'm going to show you how to put together a website using Carrd that's basically as good as free. That's Carrd with 2 R's, C-A-R-R-D. With Carrd, you can put together a one-page website for nearly anything, from an announcement page to a gallery for your zebra photo collection. You might not think that one page is enough, but you have to remember that the main purpose of a website like this is to show off your work, tell a little bit about yourself, and give your clients a chance to contact you. Now let me be clear, this is not a sponsored video. Hashtag not sponsored. I simply use Carrd and CanSpace for my domain because they make the most sense to me. Now you'll have to purchase a domain for yourself though, and that can be as affordable as $16 a year from a place like CanSpace, and I think you can get them for even cheaper with somewhere like GoDaddy. Once that's done and your domain is bought, you'll have to take the little bits of code they give you and link it to your new site once it's done. And I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. Now, let's get to the building part. So this is your website dashboard. Here you can see all of the sites that you've built and manage your Carrd account. On average, a place like Squarespace will cost you at least $14 a month, but Carrd will only cost you $20 for the entire year. Don't believe me? Check this out. So I go into here, and on the renewed Pro Standard plan, $19 a month. That's it. Or, sorry, $19 per year. That's it. My mistake. And that's Canadian dollars, by the way. Here is my completed website for my voice work and content creation. Let's take a quick tour. So we come to the website. I've got some basics, a little bit about myself. Notice how it doesn't scroll anywhere. Now you might be thinking, well, this is one page. How can you possibly, do that? And that was with these little buttons down here. Click About Me. Goes into a little thing about myself. You can scroll through here. There's a process blurb. Click back to home. I can go to highlights. And this is just some samples of the work that I've done, some videos, some sound work I've done, a narration sample from an audiobook I did, and a meditation video. And then if you want to get in contact, you can do so through this form right here. I've also got links to socials and stuff down here if you wanted to check out more of my work. And that's really all there is to it. A website doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be full of all these bells and whistles. Remember, this is just a way for clients and other potential sponsors to find you and have a look at your work before they decide to sponsor you or, get in touch with you. Now let's take a quick look about how I went about building my site so you can see how easy it is for you to do the same. On the main creation page, you'll notice that it scrolls all the way down to the bottom of the page. Remember that this entire site is built on a single web page, but you can mitigate that with the use of controls, and that's these guys right here. You put a little label on them, and then you link that label to a button at the top. So for example, this highlights button gets labeled to go to voicesbyscottprovio.com/#best, which is what loads everything in this zone. Don't forget, if you're using buttons though, that you got to put a home button in. Interestingly enough though, the order in which you build things doesn't really matter. The first button, obviously, at the top here, is the About Me section. But I didn't build that section until all the way down to here. It was the last one I made. So just keep that in mind if you're going to use sections for your website. Now there's nobody saying that you have to, and you can just make everything one long scroll. And be sure that if you're going to use buttons and controls, to put a home button at the bottom of each section that links back to the top, so people are able to navigate your website freely without being stuck or being soft locked in any specific zone and having to use the browser back feature. Now let's talk about some of the things that you can put on your website. By clicking this little plus button up here, you can add text, images, videos, audio, galleries. I assume these are photo galleries. A timer. Timers are kind of cool. You can set them up to start ticking down as the website loads. So if you're using like an announcement page saying that you and your band are like about to release a new album or a single drop, then this could be a great way to set up a web page for that. Slideshow, a widget. Now widgets are infinitely weird. What happens if I click a widget? Pay with card. Oh! Okay, so there's different types of things here. Like different types of widgets. Book, donate, subscribe. Yup. And then you would set up the widget itself so that it can go back, so it links to something else on the interwebs. I don't actually use widgets on my site. I haven't needed to, but if that's something you wanted to do, you absolutely could. You can set up a list, you can set buttons up just like we showed here. Links are pretty simple. People can click a link. Icons are these guys right here. There's plenty of different icons for whatever you're linking to. Strangely enough, they don't have one for hover yet, which I think they should definitely get soon because hover's sick. If you don't know what hover is, go to hover.gg. It's pretty awesome. Tables, obviously a table would be something like this guy, where it's a table. I don't think I have to explain what a table is. You've got dividers. Now a divider is not the same as a control. A divider is basically just a line across the screen. You've got an embed, which is like, I guess you could embed a link. And finally you have forms. And a form is what I used for this guy right here. Just a basic email message form. And you just have to decide what email that goes to. Controls and containers are the things that we spoke about earlier, about how you can program them to load up at certain points. Oh, before I forget, if you're going to add an image has to be uploaded, has to be on your computer already. A video can be an upload or an embed. And so you can link a clip from your YouTube, your Vimeo, and your Twitch to load up right here when somebody wants to click it. Now, audio has to be linked from a SoundCloud or a Bandcamp account. You are not able to upload your own audio from your own computer. That's something, like I said, has to be brought in or linked to a SoundCloud account or a Bandcamp account. So once your site is done to the point where you're happy with it and ready to publish, click save, and congratulations! You have just published your own website for a fraction of the cost and very little to no coding. Now, I did promise I would mention how to link your domain to your website. So if you haven't linked a domain to your website already, then it will prompt you to do so during the building process. Now, I don't want to show you those numbers because they might be seen as sensitive information, but there will be a place to plug in the numbers that you get from your domain provider. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention is all websites from Card are mobile optimized. So somebody can easily find your website or use your website on mobile and not have to worry about the crunch that often comes with mobile or having to navigate around the screen and not just up and down. So thank you for sticking around till the end of this video. And if you are still here, then you're a goddamn legend. My name is Walkstarz, and I can be found on Twitch each and every week. The link is down below. Thanks again, drink some water, and have yourself a great day.